All right, what do you say? Last figure here, cone. You guys are going to be doing a lot of the work today because there's no reason for me to, once you know the formulas, there's no reason for me to stand up here and ask people what a radius is. All right, three parts of a cone that form a right triangle. Do you remember yesterday with the pyramid, we had the altitude, we had half the base, and then we had the slant height, right? That made a right triangle. Well, we still have the height of the cone, which comes from the apex up top. We also have a slant height on the cone, okay, on the cone. Now, instead of saying half the base, we say the radius now completes the right triangle. So you have the altitude, the radius, and then the slant height, which is on the cone, similar to what it was for the pyramid. All right, so you ready for lateral area? Unfortunately, this is a formula you got to remember, kind of like the cylinder. Lateral area formula, pi times the radius times the slant height, pi RL. And honestly, kids ask me this every year. I have absolutely no idea why the mathematicians call slant height L. The only logical guess I have is S is taken for something. I have no idea why it's L. Actually, you know what? I always say that every year, and I don't even bother to look it up. I know you guys really care. Why is slant height, I'm going to butcher abbreviated, sorry, abbreviated L. And then, probably not going to give me anything. Oh, we know what slant height is. We don't need it. Distance versus slant height. See, I could have brought in a cone instead of standing on the desk. That probably would have been easier. All right, sorry. Guess on that. If anybody finds out, let me know. All right. So let's find the lateral area of this cone in terms of pi. Let's roll. Lateral area, pi RL. All right, 14, you're up. Pi, what's the radius? 4. Can I use 3 as the slant height? No, so how can I find slant height? Similar to yesterday's pyramid talk. Pi fag, yep. 3 is the height, not the slant height. So we're going to roll with 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. And what are we finding out? 5 for the slant height. It says in terms of pi, so how will my answer be written? In terms of pi, how will my answer be written up here? 1, George?
20 pi.
20 pi. That was an extra word. Yep. I'll let it slide. All good? You do know I'm joking, correct?
Wait, what?
You do know I'm joking, correct?
What was the joke?
Okay, never mind. I just don't want you to take offense to.
I didn't.
Because let's face it, some years, some kids don't have thick skin and they don't know I'm joking with them, and then I get a phone call from somebody at home just lighting me up because their kid can't take a joke. So I misread the room sometimes. I do. I realize there's some kids I can't joke with and some kids I can. And some years I pick the wrong one. Sorry I told you to suck it up. Boy. Real life. Surface area. You come up with the formula. What's the definition of surface area? Put the what back on? Take your lateral area and put the base back on. And the base is a circle. Take your lateral area and add the base back on. What are you adding back on, Via? Pi r squared, area of a circle. There you go. Don't start. Same cone. but now I just want it rounded to the nearest whole number. So we already did the hard work, the lateral area. That's 20 pi. No Pythag needed again. I just used 4 squared. So I'll let you guys punch away on the calculator and see what you got for nearest whole number. $13 when you're ready. Surface area. 113. Yes? Square centimeters. Thanks, Lucy. Everyone's good? All right, there's really not much I can throw at you here to try to trick you. So there's no reason for me to stand up here and do these 4 problems with you. All right, I just want to remind you, when doing Pythag, if you take a number that's not the square root, do not round that number. Put it all into the formula. Okay, put it all into the formula. So I'm going to let you guys work on your own or together with somebody around you for a little bit, and then we'll go over all the answers here together, and then we'll do that one combo problem at the end. All right, so again, do not round it if it's not a perfect square. All right, for this first one here, it came out to be, the slant height came out to be the square root of 104, so I just kept it like that. All right, if any of you did the decimal and then you multiplied it by 2 and put it with pi and wrote it all out, I'm fine with that too. All right, I'm fine with that too. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't do this one with you because I would have liked you to break down 104 with me, but it is what it is. All right, so that's fine. Any issues with 1? Okay, everything at 2 should have been a whole number with your pi here. So what do we end up here with number 2? And if you have a question, let me know right away. 3, what do you got for me?
136 pi.
Good. 136 pi square meters. Any issues? Want to see that? We're all good? Okay, how about 3? Surface area now, not lateral area, so hopefully everybody added in the pi r squared. Surface area of number 3. 7.
The surface area is 942.
We got it. 942.5 square inches. Hopefully you did 12 with Pythagorean theorem and not 24, and got the slant height to be 13. Okay, 13. And then when you did pi r squared, make sure you do the radius of 12, not 24. Any issues on 3? We sure? That 24 didn't throw you? Hopefully that number 24 is nowhere in your calculation. And then how about 4? Surface area for 4 to the nearest tenth. 13.
301.6.
Here we go. Again, doing slant height, Pythag. Slant height ended up being 10. Feel confident here? All right, you ready for the big dog like we end class all the time here with the surface area unit. Figure on top of a figure. What's the top figure? Here we go. What's the top figure? 18. Top figure is a cone. So I'm going to go cone plus what's on the bottom? 15. Cylinder. You got to be careful because I just can't do their full surface area formulas and add them together. I got to pay attention to what's covered up. So today we already went over cone, pi r l. Should I do, it says surface area, so should I do plus pi r squared with it? 9, should I do plus pi r squared?
No, because it's covered.
The bottom of the cone is covered up. That's all I'm doing, pi r l. Everyone all right? Well, I'm not adding in pi r squared. It's covered up. Cylinder. Ooh, got to dig deep. Hopefully we get some flashcards, Quizlet, whatever. Pi dh plus 2 pi r squared. Do I want to do plus 2 pi r squared? 17, do I want to do plus 2 pi r squared?
No.
No. What do I want to do though?
Just pi r squared.
Just pi, not 2, but just pi r squared, because again, this the top of the cylinder is covered up. And the only thing I can calculate is that circle only on the bottom. All right, let's go to work. Making sure we're good here. Start with the cone. 3. What's the radius of the cone? 3. What's the slant height? 5. That's already given. Plus pi. Now let's go to the cylinder now for me. 13. Diameter of the cylinder? 6. Height of the cylinder? 17. 5. Plus pi 3 squared. And I'll make the directions here. Let's go nearest 10th for me. Nearest 10th. To the nearest 10th. A lot of pies there, a lot of pies. Keep going if you're still calculating. Just let me know nearest 10th when you're ready. 17 again.
169.6.
Yep. 169.6 cubic. Whew, square yards. That's coming up. You guys have all the figures now. Prism, cylinder, pyramid, cone. Those are your 4 figures on Monday's quiz. Lateral and surface area of all 4. Big review tomorrow. All right, big review tomorrow. Get going on the book assignment. I don't think there's too many problems.